Paula, wait! Stop running, my love! Paula, where are you? What the fuck? Paula! Paula.
Then again, if you win,
Hijo de puta!
That doesn't smell like Paul, unless she stopped showering. Well, that killed my stiffy.
Garcia, is that you? You came to save me.
Angel.
Look out, G! It's a trap!
What the shit?
Demons like men, Garcia. They all try to get inside the prettiest girl.
Shit! These twisted demons!
Yes, well, that's the reason I left.
Fuck this pendejo! If Mr. Manon Monster wants to play, magnifico. Where is that bastard?
He must be hiding around here somewhere. Hello? Anybody home?
Show yourself, hell monkey.
I think he's scared of you.
He should be, Jay. He should be.
rock. Shove it into my face, G. Trust me, it doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
Might be a tight fit, but okay. So what exactly did that do?
Blue gems let me transform into new tools of war, new gears of me. In other words,
A new weapon. Magnifico.
you know, I bet all the VIPs are walking around with blue gems.
You know I found Paula in a dumpster, right?
What? You said you met her at the supermarket.
I did. It was the bin out behind the dime a dozen.
And you just picked her up out of the rubbish and brought her home.
Why no?
Sometimes I think I hardly know you.
That?
I don't know, but we've got company, as in lots of.
Well, if they pull up a chair, I would be happy to beat them with it. Fuck yeah.
The man who never had his fill. It was a cold and snowy eve. Certainly no night for a man without a home to be walking these grey and endless streets. Inside the pizza parlour, George Reed spun a lively tune on his harmonica. The local children giggled and pointed excitedly at the harmonica man as their parents glowed with approval. His reward would be all the pizza he could eat, 6 pies at least, and a warm bed in one of these folks' homes. He knew they were good for it. But when he tucked in for the night, George had not had his fill. As the years and calories stacked up, most men would have got older and fatter. Yet for all he consumed, George only got thinner as he washed from town to town. Tapeworm. Tonight he plied his trade with some grannies and orderlies in a nursing home. Hoo-ah! His harmonica filled the room with joy. After devouring 3 helpings of pork chops and mashed potatoes, he eyed the plate of the old woman next to him. Juice dribbled down his chin. "Go ahead, Georgie," she said. "You're such a good boy, you shouldn't have to starve." But George had not had his fill. Early the next morning, he was already on the freeway with his thumb in the air. "Where are you headed?" said the man in the truck. "Nowhere," said George. Anywhere! It was a new decade, and tonight George played to an all but empty bar in the city. He had lost a lot of weight. Afterwards, the only woman in the joint took the stool next to him and asked him his name. The bartender leaned over the counter. "You don't know this guy, Mary. George is famous, been all over the tri-state area." With a wink, he added, "Man's insatiable." And that night, George proved it as he buried his face in Mary's beaver. "Holy woodland creatures! Attaboy, George! Attaboy, George!" "Play that harmonica," she purred. But even after 5 trips to heaven and back, he had not had his fill. The morning after was an awkward affair as they stared at each other over coffee. One wanted to feel more, the other just wanted to feel. In his final days, George was all skin and bones. I can relate, except for the skin part. His last meal had been a mistake. It was on a sidewalk one night in a small suburban town that he came across the boy. Hungrily, and with an agonized grimace, he opened his mouth to beg for help. Out came a cacophony of wheezes and toots, but the boy understood.
Wait, you mean Jorge ate his harmonica?
Once he was alone, George Reed looked at the candy bar he held in one hand and began to cry. They found George's half-eaten body in a market next town over. In one hand he held a knife, in the other a fork. Chunks of flesh had been torn from his chest and his arms. Blood framed an eerie smile. The wind that morning blew fierce, and as it whistled through the hole he'd carved out of his own neck, the harmonica man played his last song in this world. There were Gawkers, and many knew him. They shared stories of how he'd filled them with hope, filled them with life. They, at least, had had their fill. Especially Mary. The end. Cheeky him! He doused our goat!
Then let's put out some lights of our own.
Bust a cap in those mother fudgers before they douse the lights. We never finished talking about you kidnapping Paula.
I didn't kidnap her.
You hauled her out of a skip. Isn't that illegal in some states? What did she say?
Nothing. Not for weeks. I was afraid to even touch her, you know? Like she didn't belong to me. To anyone.
but something changed.
There was a phone call.
Speaking of phones, put that on hold, G. We've got company. Now what's this about a phone call?
Me and Paula were eating when the phone rang. Suddenly, she slams her fork down and says, "Don't answer it!"
Creepy.
First thing she ever said to me. Johnson, you should have seen her. She jumped out of her chair, ran to the phone, and ripped it right off the wall.
Whoa.
Then she came and put her arms around me and started crying. It was the craziest, weirdest, sexiest thing I have ever seen. I have been hers ever since. What? Demons don't like teeth?
The gun laws here are very strict. Haven't you wondered why they don't shoot back? You and I are violating almost every rule in the book. Heck, I'm practically made of teeth.
Expecting any phone calls?
No, siree. Maybe it's from Paula.
Or at least someone with answers. Feels good! Dios mío. Paula, is that you? When will this fucking torture end? Ah!
From hottie to hamburger, just like that. Fireworks! We could use these to chase away the darkness, at least in short bursts. Just look at them. Fiery sprinkles in a great big chocolatey sky.
Johnson, shut up. Feels good. Always this fucking darkness! What the shit is that?
Let's take a closer look.
Well, howdy-ho! Name's Christopher. Now, don't y'all be afraid. I ain't gonna bite. Trust me. You see, I'm what you call a mixture of beast and human. Oh, best of both worlds, my pappy said. But what are you doing around these parts? Ain't you a mortal?
Why should I tell you? All I see is demon.
Well, shucks. You gotta look underneath the leathery exterior. Deep down, I am a sensitive and understanding listener.
Some asswipe named Fleming stole my girl and took her to his castle. I am here to take her back.
Meaning you are on a quest to kick the Prince of Evil's ass? Holy shit! Oh, I want in on some of this action. How can I help, huh? How can I?
Well, I hope that you're offering more than just enthusiasm.
I tell you what, I get pretty hungry, and I just love them white gems. You get enough of those and we can trade. With the right incentive, I might even be able to introduce you to some real product. Know what I mean?
Magnifico.
Okay? Then chuck them sparklies right down the hatch. Go on, feed me! Ah! Y'all take care now. Y'all find any gems, you haul them on back to your old pal Christopher. Happy trails!
Whoa, what's this? Sushi with a dick?
These guys may look ugly, but they're actually quite useful.
Are they friendly?
Yes, I kept one as a pet. Hit them with light, and they'll keep you safe. A cemetery.
Really? I had no idea.
No, there isn't. No need to get snippy. It's just this wasn't here before. Since when do demons get buried?
Since I came to town.
Whoa! Who did this? Mr. X!
Only a demon hunter could kill this many and not be lying dead next to them. Paula and I promised we would be buried together. Any suggestions?
Aim for the head! Not that you really have a choice. Shoot the red spots!
darkness. Where is a god when you need one?
Okay, crazy idea, G. What if we use that chandelier? Just me, or are these crystals a bit phallic?
You're one to talk.
You see? Chandelier! Brilliant idea!
For one you pulled out of your ass.
Wrong. I don't have an ass. It sounds like a cat having sex with a harmonica, and not the consensual kind.
Hey, every demon has the right to pick the music for his own funeral.
Okay, the excrement is really hitting the proverbial fan here, G. I'm what you might call concerned.
Me too. concerned this kill is gonna be over too quickly.
Might I suggest we not just stand here?
Before you die, demon scum, I will carve my name into your flesh. That name is Garcia Hotspur, hunter of demons and slayer of cabrons like you!
There's a pretty prize. I smell an upgrade. Plug it in, G.
Is this the Grim Reaper? Don't tell me he works for Fleming too.
He? The Sisters Grimm are female, G.
There's more than one?
They're Fleming's adopted daughters. He treats them special. The story goes, they were stunningly attractive maidens in their previous life who met with an unjust demise. Fleming, being a connoisseur of all things foxy and female, took pity and made them the only beings in all the underworld who can slay demons for good. Let them dole out the justice they never got, know what I mean?
He should have thought long term. Beauty is only skin deep, and that bitch has no skin. Don't you touch her, you demon bitch!
Shh! Have you got a death wish? What did I tell you? The Sisters Grimm can kill anybody, even demons. No one's safe from their sides. Least of all loud people. Don't look down, G!
And see the darkness rising up to kill us? I will try not to! Fleming's castle again. Does it have a name?
Well, officially he calls it Castle Gulzak Zabar Electorahere. But most of the locals just call it the Castle of Hassel.
Because he hassles them all the time? Oh, because it's a hassle to get there.
No, because it's a hassle to say the real fudging name. If I ever get my own castle, let me assure you...
Shh. What's that?
Ouch. I hope you're good at apologies, G. Here comes a whole new world. Ugh, smells like a toilet down here.
Blame Willie. I think he just let one fly. I thought something stank.
Let's not make the sister mad, G.
Get out of my way, unless you want to feel the cut of my scythe.
Nice one, G. Now we're in a fight to the death with death! They say a Sister Grimm's greatest fear is hot flashes, and no wonder. Look how menopause treated her!
Feels good. Angel! Why can't I stop them from killing you?
here's a pretty prize. I smell an upgrade. Plug it in, G.
Feels good.
Hey, fill those cracks with your explosive hot boner. You heard me. Do I see trees? Oh, please tell me we're out of that gosh-awful town!
fucking shit on a stick!
Ah! I thought we were done with him!
Fucking mind games. Paula, keep treading water, baby! Magnifico, a hand job.
Let's head back to that gate.
put these hell monkeys in cages? We need darkness if we are going to shoot at that switch.
Well, maybe those hell monkeys in cages could give us a hand. Leg. Whatever. Like more of those giant demons.
Here comes the kicker.
Well, would you look at that? The darkness really did a number on that brute. Boy, for a second there, I thought we were... Ew, gross! Are those demons crawling out of his... Not cool.
It's me, Angel.
Yes, G, it's you, but is that her? Who wears garters into a swamp?
P.E.U. You fellers smell like a possum's a-hole. See y'all real soon. You don't come through the swamp? That is some gooey shit, ain't it? Y'all take care now.
What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. Ooh, feels good. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, a practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry she grabbed a knife and chased me all over the apartment. She is scary with a knife. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, a practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry she grabbed a knife and chased me all over the apartment. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, a practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, a practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry she grabbed a knife and chased me all over the apartment. She is scary with a knife. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You...
What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, a practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry she grabbed a knife. Feels good. What's wrong, baby?
She's gone psycho! Run for your life! I hate to say it, G, but your girl has gone mental.
She's always been crazy. That is why I love her.
But she never gets mad at you.
Oh, she gets mad. One morning, after a bout of passionate lovemaking, she was making us coffee just to get a reaction. I told her I was married.
You were being funny?
Yeah, A practical joke, you know?
Chicks love those.
Paula was so angry she grabbed a knife and chased me all over the apartment. She is scary with a knife.
Now here's a pretty prize. I smell an upgrade. Plug it in, G.
Eat this! These pescados locos have taken a shine to us.
Stay in the light. We can't see their eyes if they're wearing a mask. Why do I feel like I'm in a movie?
What, were you raised in a barn?
Good to know we have the same tastes.
For God's sake, how do you stop them? Legend of the Stinky Crow. Caw, caw. For nearly 14 years, his mind had been soaring miles above. But Elliot Thomas was still stuck down on Earth in the boring town of Sinchester.
Sinster.
What?
It's pronounced Sinster.
How do you know?
My cousin's from Sinster. Never mind. Keep going.
Alone in his treehouse, he glued feathers to his wingsuit, readying himself for the day he would join the Phoenixes and Quetzalcoatls in the sky. "Dinner time," cried his mother from their house across the yard. Elliot sat at the center of the table. A TV dinner was challenging his BO as the dominant smell in the room. On his left, his mother yammered about her day at the ER. On his right, his father was absorbed in his smartphone. As for Elliot, his eyes were fixed on the ceiling fan, the most fascinating personality within a 10-foot radius. In homeroom the next day, Justin Schmakovsky threw a crappy paper airplane at him. Within seconds, Elliot had built a superior vessel. He stood up on his chair and swiftly launched the Papierflieger. What? At his unsuspecting enemy.
Go, Papierflieger, go!
Zoom, splort. The marvel of paper aviation lodged itself in Justin's tender eyeball. "Mr. Thomas," bellowed their teacher, "go to the principal's office." Later that day, Elliot was cooing quietly to himself as he bought a candy bar in the lobby. Casey Witchtits was smoking nearby and sneered at him. "You'll never fly, Stinky Crow," she laughed. "Why don't you go jack off to some bird porn? I bet you do more fapping than flapping."
Hey, that's pretty good.
"Fuck you!" screeched Elliot as he ran for the door. It was dark out by the time Elliot meandered home. On the sidewalk, he passed a gaunt man who stared at him intently, desperately even.
Uh-oh, stranger danger.
The man opened his mouth and said, "Uviwa, uviza." What the fuck? Elliot had planned to eat his candy bar tonight while he finished his masterpiece, but he instead held it out to the man. "I know what you mean," he replied. The schoolyard was packed the next morning as Elliot's classmates waited for first bell. "Go, go!" As one, the students turned toward the gate and saw Elliot dressed head to toe in his wingsuit. After a moment of shock, they burst into laughter. But they were already far below him. He swooped through their midst and into the school. "Go, go!" He bounded through the halls, zigzagged up the stairwell. "Go!" The school let out a collective gasp when they saw a Stinky Crow on the roof. With a triumphant snap, he spread his wings, and a moment later, he had leapt. The next 2 seconds were the most beautiful of Elliot's entire life. He could feel their eyes upon him. He was flying, and their awe was keeping him aloft. 10 minutes later, as guidance counselors wiped bits of Elliot off sobbing students, and the police struggled to piece together the story you are reading now, Elliot's teacher looked down at the wreckage of the boy on the pavement and never forgot what he saw. One bloody hand had formed a peace sign. The other was giving him the finger. It's like an Alanis Morissette song. The end.
Okay, lovely. I don't think I'll sleep for weeks.
Quidad cojones.
Oh, I would hate to be the dumbass that got tricked into renting that cabin. Happy trails!
Boy, she just loves you to pieces. Run! Boy, she just loves you to pieces. Run! Boy, she just loves you to pieces. Run! Look, there's a key. We'd better kill all the demons in case they got more. Boy, she just loves you to pieces. Run! Look, there's a key. We'd better kill all the demons in case they've got more.
drop it.
You first.
Why do I get the sense you and me are in the same line of work?
Wasting hell monkeys? Who says it's work?
Uh-huh. Just stay out of my way, friendo. I'm in a hurry.
Hurry to do what?
Mind your own fucking business.
Fine. You stay out of my way, as long as I stay out of yours.
Good. Hard men like us don't mix.
Wait. Was that a come on?
Hard like hardened. Experienced. Just forget it.
I don't think I ever will.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
Have fun.
just remember,
I stay out of your way, you stay out of mine.
bingo.
Look, G, what are those newspaper articles?
It says, local woman dies in grisly murder.
Maria Domenico, a native of Langosta, was found dead early Thursday morning outside her suburban home. She was 29 years old. According to local police, her skin... her skin has been completely removed. Good Lord. She is survived by her husband, Colonel... that's weird. The name has been X'd out.
Garcia,
Angel?
I found you at last. My love, I want to hold you. Wait. What? What's going on? No. No. Oh, I'm bleeding. God, help me, Garcia.
Hold on, Paula!
Why? Garcia, why? Why am I bleeding? Oh, God.
Paula!
Garcia, stay back!
Fuck you! Paula!
Garcia, how long must I suffer? I just want to give up and die.
Don't you dare give up on me, Paula! I swear I'm coming!
Garcia, I don't think I can make it.
Fuck! You dickwad! Fuck you!
Out of my way! This one's mine. The one I loved was taken away by this fiend. I don't know why she died, but that question no longer concerns me. All I want now is to have her back. But I have the deep feeling that's not gonna happen. Because the flesh that hangs from this fucker's body looks all too familiar. This is your death, hell beast!
That is one hard man.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Here I come, fucker!
Magnifico.
Go on, G. I'm ready for insertion.
Somebody's out there dropping enough F-bombs to start World War III, I tell you what. Y'all take care of that badass with the scar. He one of your friends? Happy trails!